Hello students, myself Muttura JLP, working as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru 2. Today I will explain the basics of the refrigeration system. What is the refrigeration and all the things, let us learn. See, this is the schematic sketch of the refrigeration system. The refrigeration system consists of the four parts. Very important parts are evaporator, compressor and expansion device. Here to here it will be evaporated 4 to 1, and then 1 to 2 it will be compressed, and 2 to 3 it will be condensed in a condenser and then converted into the liquid refrigerant. Liquid refrigerant will be expanded in the expansion device to liquid refrigerant, low pressure low temperature refrigerant. Again it will be circulated in the case. Next we have to explain what is the refrigeration process. A refrigerator is a device which transfer heat from low temperature reservoir to the high temperature reservoir, which is transfer the heat from low temperature reservoir to the high temperature reservoir with aid of external work. This is the external work you will going to supply with using the electric motor. In your home you can see, without electric current you can't run the refrigerator what you are using today. At the same time, use the compressor as the work input device. The temperature here it will be maintained at less temperature than the surrounding temperature. Heat absorbed by the refrigerant. The heat refrigerant must boil at very low temperature to maintain the temperature of the system at low temperature. The evaporator which is used in your refrigerator freezing compartment, where that will be so called as the evaporator, where you will supply the liquid refrigerant that should be boiled into the vapor, that will be boiled to the vapor, and moreover that should be boiled at very low temperature, then only you can use that one. See, this is the basic thing of your refrigerant. See, this is the container. Liquid refrigerant I am pouring to a bowl here, plastic bowl. When liquid refrigerant is pouring to a bowl, then liquid refrigerant will be transformed into the vapor. See, this is the normal temperature. You can find a 20-25 degrees Celsius temperature. In the temperature it will be get boiled. That means to maintain your freezer temperature at minus 15 degrees Celsius, nowadays you can get the minus 23 degrees Celsius temperature also. For that you have to use a thermodynamic fluid which should be boiled at very low temperature. That is what we so called as the refrigerant. See, in your home what refrigerator system that you are using, that system is showing here. A evaporator coil, compressor, expansion device, thermostatic expansion device will be there. This will be the condenser. See, this is the sketch of the refrigerator in a domestic refrigeration system. So where you will going to store the perishable items like food items, your beverages and pulses, whatever you will store here. This space is so called as the evaporator coil. This should maintain at a very low temperature. Very low temperature, and then surrounding temperature, your atmosphere temperature is high temperature compared to this one. For example, present condition you will have the temperature around 20-22 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius. In the summer you will have the temperature around 35-37 degrees Celsius. That time continuously you want to extract the heat from low temperature to the high temperature reservoir with the aid of external work. See, this is the external work you are supplying. Okay, then the pH diagram for your refrigeration system you can observe here. A green line, this is what I so called as the saturated liquid line, and then this is so called as the saturated vapor line. It will becomes like a inclined dome, a bell shape, inclined bell shape. It will be there for the pH diagram. P will be there in the y-axis, H will be there in the x-axis for your convenience. Next, in between what you will have, that will be so called as the liquid plus vapor. In between what is so called as the liquid plus vapor. First let us go from 1 to 2. For this one you want to write the sketch what I shown earlier. One sketch I shown, all the 4 components. That sketch you note down properly, and then this will be very easy to you. From 1 to 2 it is compressing the refrigerant which is comes out of the evaporator. It will be with the dry saturated, and then it will be compressed to the superheated point, and then dry saturated to the superheated by using the compressor. See, this is 1 to 2, it will be get compressed to superheated, and then here enthalpy, here it is H1, that is dry saturated point. Your enthalpy is dry saturated enthalpy only, Hg, and here it will be superheated after compression. Next, this is what is so called as the condenser. In the condenser, what will happens? The refrigerant will comes to the condenser in the phase of liquid plus vapor phase. So what will happen? That refrigerant enthalpy is HF plus HSFG, since it is turning into the liquid phase. That's why you will have the some amount of the dryness fraction. Otherwise, it will be Hg or H soup only. Now it will be run in the condenser, and then it will be condensed into the liquid phase. What is the condensation process? Condensation is the process of turning out the vapor fluid into the liquid fluid at the saturation temperature, constant pressure. It is constant pressure. This is a phase changing process. Next, refrigerant, when it is comes out of the refrigerator, the condenser, then its enthalpy will be HF only. Why? Because X is equal to 0. Why? Because X is equal to 0, fully it will be turned into the liquid phase. That's why it will be so called liquid phase. Next, you have, see, from 2 to 3 it is get condensing. That's why your pH chart it is like this. Next, HF is equal to H3. Next, we have to go for the expansion device. That expansion device is nothing but your thermostatic expansion device. The thermostatic expansion device, in which what will happen? High pressure liquid refrigerant will be run into the thermostatic expansion device, and then low pressure liquid refrigerant will comes out here, and then there will be slightly temperature difference also will be there. The temperature difference also will be there. Then temperature will be dropped from the T3 to T4. Therefore, this is isenthalpic expansion process. Next, this 3 to 4, you see, observe here, 3 to 4 it is expansion process in the thermostatic device. Therefore, your refrigerator, that is evaporator coil, it will be get boiled here at low temperature, absorbs the heat energy, and then see, it will comes here, evaporator. Next, after the evaporator, 1 to 2 compressing, 2 to 3 condensing, 3 to 4 expansion, and then it will be circulated in the your refrigerator system. This is how your refrigerator system will works. Thank you.